Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love. And so today I'm going to pull a Starman Tarot card. And so these are for those of us who are on this twin flame and soul to soul path. So the message, the Starman Tarot husband and wife team that devised this deck, and it is like crazy amazing. And it is also, I love it because it's got so many like little messages all over it. It's by David DeAngelis. And so, Star of David, six-pointed star, divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. So right off the start of it, it's all Prince of Swords. Look at that. Right, so look, straight away that I'm really drawn to the dynamite there, the explosion, and this sort of explosion of love waiting to like just be that somebody's got their thing, some great force above us has got their finger on that detonator, ready to like explode all of these unions into kind of fruition. And that's immediately what I am getting from this card. And so there is like this kind of like this sense of like, for it's like this feeling of like, oh my god, when is this going to happen, and what's it going to be like, and just like this a little bit of sense of urgency I've just felt recently. And because I think of everything that's going on in the planet, you can just see that it is so needed. And because we know that twin flames are here to kind of like be a platform for, for the final touches to happen, really. So let's see. The Prince of Swords is, I live by my ideals. So the Prince of Swords is here. Danger is imminent. The time has come to act. It's now or never. This explosive combination of fire and air invites some form of decisive action. Fiery and dogmatically determined to follow his principles, the prince is willing to sacrifice himself for some lofty cause. He understands this is a burden and will endure the hardship and punishment that may be inflicted as a consequence. His quest is ultimately exciting and relentless. To manifest things truly worth achieving, protect or propagate the ideas of beliefs we most value, will always demand that we surrender or destroy something we hold dear. The artwork for the Starman Tarot required phenomenally long hours of working into the night for months on end. I pored over the details of each card, constantly reworking them until I felt they captured the spirit of the deck. In the long, cold, grey winter months of a British winter that was particularly shocking after living in Bali, I frequently felt like throwing in the towel, exhausted. Right? Just what I was saying, there has just been like this sense of like, is this ever going to happen? That sense of being exhausted by just like constantly that it's kind of like, is today going to be the day when like this new world explodes into our being? So the Prince of Swords embodies this energy. The huge raven signifies the arrival of this vital force. The prince himself is modelled on a young punk rocker who embodied the energy of the tragic rock icon Sid Vicious. Heading for a similar untimely end until one night a drug score went horribly wrong, leaving him almost battered to death, and that night he had a vision of Jesus telling him that he could give up and it would be just fine, or he could go back into his life and help impact the lives of the sick, children. As soon as he was out of hospital he got fit, running races and gaining sponsorship. Instead of vodka, he drank green juice. Instead of hustling for drugs, he hustled corporations to contribute money for hospital equipment. He became unstoppable. See, what decisive action do you need to take? So the Prince of Swords, fire, a fiery part of air, standing your ground, fighting for what you believe in, surrendering what you hold dear to achieve greatness, and being impulsive. Wow, so that's just like so much. Wow, so that's kind of like crazy, 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 right? It's just, yeah, I can't believe it. So that's all the feels for today, all the feels. Okay, so here we go. We have on that, it was page 86. So I'm going to read letter 86 because that's the one that wants to come with this card about, you know, you have to be he's saying about Sid Vicious, right? Where he just got to his breaking point and then he decided, okay, I want to change my life. So that's what's happening. I want you to know that you've always touched the very heart of me. You've always been able to have this amazing talent of just knowing the right thing to say, to make me feel 100% loved and 100% complete. I want you to know that my desire to be with you is so great. I dream about our life together. I dream about spending every day with you. Just doing normal things with you seems exciting. You excite me. Thinking about you brings me back to being me again. I feel like I've lost who I am over the years. I want to come back home. I want so desperately to be with you, in your arms, in your presence, day and night. I love you. Okay, well, there you go. So, how much do we love it? We're like, okay, I know. And that feeling of just going, you always know the right thing to say. So, what were you thinking? Why would you do that? Before we even have the chance to come together in our bodies, to enjoy and experience the bliss, the ecstasy, the joy of being in our sacred sexual union, I just don't understand why you don't go into your heart, deep, deep within, call out to me to help you. I am here. Reach out and put your hands in mine. Clasp your hands to your heart and breathe me in. In those times when you feel there is nothing left, know that it is the exact opposite. It is worth fighting for. It is everything that we came here for. It is love. Don't let the dark take hold. Ask to be taken into the light. Right, well, there you go. That message is about saying as well, don't let the dark take hold, right? The message again in the card is like when Sid Vicious, you know, he had that choice. He was either going to go back into drugs and back into booze, or he decided to take a different path, and that was a decision. That was a choice, sorry. So, there we go. Very in keeping. So, there's a million and one things that I'd like to tell you. How the hair falls on the back of your neck. How I want to be able to tickle your nose every day. Pinch it between my fingers. I want to be there with you when you wake up in the morning. I want us to be the last thing we go to sleep with and the first thing we wake up to. I want us to be each other's everything in between. I want us to grow old together, to experience life together, to be each other's world. You mean the world to me. You light me up like a big old nuclear power station. There's nothing that can stop us. Wow. So nuclear power station, explosive. There we go on this card. Yeah, just like always crazy. Right, what's the messages of love from this great deck we're going to use? Another favorite of mine at the moment, and it is radical acceptance and surrender will help you let go. Yeah, stop pushing against the tide. Just turn around and let it flow. You can expect the apology that you're wanting to hear. So at some point, right, it'll come. And don't forget to play. So those are the messages today, right? Release stop, like if you're going against the tide and you're trying to make things happen. You just know it, right? Because if you're trying to do things and trying to like calculate stuff and all this stuff and think, well, if I do this, I wonder if they'll do that and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, no, let all of that go. Because it's about going into this zone where you play, you look after yourself, and you just trust that everything else is being sorted. Because what comes to you, what is in your destiny will come to you. So what is in your destiny will come to you. So trust. All right, I hope that helps. If you want a healing, a reading, a channeling, then please do. All details are in the description box. All right, so everyone go out and have a good day. Go play. I think I'm going to go out on a big walk. So, all right, take care. Have a great day. Bye.